Hello, children. How are you all? Uh, Today we will start with chapter number 3, and we have already finished two chapters of moral science. And the third chapter we have is the presence of God. We all know that God is present everywhere, He is always watching us. We have started in the previous two chapters also. In the first chapter, we have learned how to devote, what is devotion, and in the next chapter, we have learned we should have strong faith in God. So we'll quickly read this chapter. Children, we cannot see God, but God is always sees us. We are always in His sight. He is present everywhere. He is well aware that what we need and which all things will make us feel happy. He knows when to intervene in our lives as to make things possible for us. It is when we keep trying and are devoted towards God, God makes things possible for us and blesses us with the achievements and success. So, it is very true, children, that whenever we ask to God anything, God always gives us the answer of our prayers. And of course, if you devote yourself towards God, then God is going to bless you with all the blessings like achievements and success in your life. Sometimes we experience tough times. It is during these times that we look towards God. Only in the tough time we remember God and pray to Him that I want this, please make all these things good for us. If we are rock solid in our faith, God intervenes in our life and helps us. So we should also remember God and always give first place to God in your life. He makes all those things become possible which actually seems impossible. Sometimes you feel or we feel that this is impossible, but nothing is possible because everything is possible in God's dictionary. God can make any impossible thing into possible. So we'll quickly read this story. It is a very nice story. So one hot summer day, a shabbily dressed lady, shabbily means in a very bad condition, a lady reached to the grocery store and she was looking sad, worried and sorrowful. In a very low voice, she requested the owner, please give a few essential groceries for which I will pay later, she added. Okay, then my carpenter husband has become very ill and is therefore unable to work. She also mentioned that her 3 children were starving for food. They do not have anything to eat. They want food, and she mentioned that to the grocer at the grocery shop, and she was asking him to give the few essential groceries. Then the grocer scolded her for telling a lie. He thought that this lady is lying to him and asked her to leave the shop. The lady tried again. Sir, please consider my request. Doctor says that my husband will become fine in a week. I will surely pay for the things within 10 days. Instead of helping her, the grocer started making fun of her. He asked, do you have a grocery list? The lady says no, but I will write it right now. She added, she quickly wrote something on a piece of paper. When she gave it to the grocer, he folded the paper and said, I will put the list on the scales, and whatever your grocery list weighs, I will give you that much. That much weight of the grocery. The lady felt humiliated but stood there. She felt a little bad, but then also she was standing because 3 children were starving for the food. Saying this, the grocer kept the paper on one of the scales. Then he asked the lady to repeat her grocery items. The lady said 2 kg flour. The grocer mockingly kept 2 kg flour on the scales to his and the lady's amazement, the paper proved to be heavier than the flour. Then the grocer kept other items which the lady needed. Still, the paper proved to be heavier. though the grocer was looking very frustrated. He sat down quietly and made a bill for all the items. Handing the bill to the lady, he said, "Take the things, but remember, you need to pay me 260 rupees whenever you get some money in your hand." The lady thanked the grocer and left the shop with some expressions of happiness on her face. So, what did you understood with this story? She did not had money. She requested the grocer to give the essential groceries because the three children uh, they do not have anything to eat, and the grocer asked the lady to write something, write the list on a piece of paper, and the lady she wrote on a piece of paper and handed over to the grocer. And the grocer, what he did, he folded that paper and kept it on the scale and asked the lady to repeat the grocery items one after another. And what happened? The piece of paper weight was more than 2 kgs flour, right? And the other items. Then the lady, he told the price that whenever you get the money, you need to pay me. The lady thanked that grocer, and the grocer saw some expression of happiness on her face. The grocer was unable to believe what had happened. He picked up the paper and unfolded it. He was amazed when he saw 2 kg flour, 3 kg rice, 250 grams sugar, 1 kg powder milk. Oh God. Then immediately after the items were mentioned, she added, "Oh God, these things are essential for me. Please help me, my Lord." It was written on a piece of paper. The grocer kept the paper aside and started checking the scale. To his extreme surprise, he saw that a spring had come out which prevented the scales from functioning. So the scales was absolutely fine. But the grocer realized the truth. He sat on a chair and whispered, "Only God knows how much a prayer weighs." Days passed. After nearly a fortnight, the lady came and paid the bill in full. So, children, we see that God stands beside us. Nothing remains impossible. As such, we should have complete faith in God and show our devotion and reverence by means of our prayer. So, reverence here, I have mentioned here the meaning of feeling of great respect. So, what you have learned, that we should have a strong faith in God so that we get everything in our life whatever we want. Now the question answer you are supposed to do. I'll give you the question answers, and fill-ups also. Fill-ups you will do on your own. Now here we will see the question answers of this chapter number 3, the presence of God. Question number 1 is, what does God know? What do you think? What does God know? God is present everywhere, and He is well aware of what we need and which all things will make us feel happy. He knows when to intervene in our lives as to make things possible for us. The next question is, what was the lady's problem? Her husband was very ill and was unable to work, and her 3 children were starving for food. Question number 3 is, so as to make fun of the lady, what did the grocer do? He told the lady to write grocery items, and when she gave it to the grocer, he folded the paper and said, "I will put the list on the scales, and whatever your grocery list weighs, I will give you that much weight of groceries." So, how can you say that God helped the lady? When the lady asked for help, He prevented the scales from functioning. So, these answers I have already given. Now, you will do the fill in the blanks on your own, and there is a activity given on page number 22, sitting life incident activity. Can you remember an incident from your life where you think God saved you or helped you to achieve something, describe the incident in not more than 50 words. So you need to describe that in your own words. Okay. Exercise number B, you can do it in your book, and exercise C also, you will do it in your book. And there is a prayer given on page number 23. O God, you are the seat of eternal wisdom. All knowledge comes from you. Enlighten my mind and intellect so that I can face the problems courageously, but do come to save me in grave situations. Bless me, Lord. So remember this, learn this prayer too, and write the golden words in your copy. Golden words are given on page number 20. Commit to the Lord whatever you do, and your plans will succeed. So we have to do the commitment to the Lord, whatever you do, and your plans will definitely succeed. So you need to devote yourself towards God. Have faith in God and do always good things with your family and with the others as well. So this chapter is also over, children. Now in this, the online exams are coming soon, and these 3 chapters will come in your online exam. So you need to prepare it well. Read the chapter carefully, read the story, and try to understand the situation. We'll continue with the second term syllabus soon. Till then, God bless you all, and we'll try to do the revision as early as possible. Thank you.